Woo! What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Sport Karate Live on Point Fighter Live. We're gonna have an awesome show today, and thanks for joining us. It's already Tuesday, right? Tuesday. Awesome week so far. I'm really excited about the week as well. It's Pan Am week, right? So it's a big time for my family. So we're gonna have a great show today. We got Nico Campagna, right? And Java Abdul Kadir. And they won the CMX experience this past weekend in Canada. And it was a great event. Robbie Francoeur his event, and it was huge. It was successful. Thanks to everybody for joining us. Give us a share. We got an awesome show today. And Point Fighter approved. And I don't know if you guys saw, that drone video that they have, and it's circling the tournament. It looked awesome, and it was a great venue, great competition. People from all over were there. Not Canada and the United States represented well. So it was a great tournament. Shout out to everybody that competed and won. Now I think I have a few images from the tournament. Let's just give a shout out um, to everybody right there. And that's Nico right there. And he's from famous school, right? The Duvers School. And they have a great franchise up there and a lot of champions. So congratulations to him. Um, how about Elizabeth? Right? I haven't seen her fight since American, since she won all that money. So it's good to see her out again. And there's Java, and with his daughter, that's really cool. I think it's his daughter, right? I'm pretty sure. And they've been competing out there, and it's pretty cool. Java's been around a long time, and it's pretty cool to have your competing with family, right? That's one of your goals that you want to have. So I look forward to talking to him about that. And just Michael right there, Marcy with another win, and just some of the other champions, people from everywhere. Awesome. All right, congratulations to everybody. It was a great event. Um, like I said, this weekend is Pan American International. We're going to talk about some of the sponsors now and then bring them on, okay? There's the seminar, right, with the Dojo Elite. Now we're sponsored by Taco Bell and ASG. So make sure you guys if you're coming in early, Friday morning, 10 to 12 is going to be the seminar. And you got Cam teaching, Ryan George, Zayn, other members of the team, Forms as well. Juliana Ramos is going to be great. So you guys don't want to miss that if you're coming down. Now, ASG, one of the sponsors. Quick shout out to every sponsor now. They got gear bags, uniforms, elbow pads, helmets. They're sponsoring the Pan Ams too. Everybody that wins first place in the fighting is going to get a pair of gloves. So shout out to Jason Chen for always supporting the Pan Ams as well as and helping me start the show. We're also sponsored by Fighters Inc. and Top 10. So check that out. They don't just sell, gear and stuff. They have like all these supplies for your school. Check that out. They also have the ring, the floor ring, and you have school. You want to add a boxing ring in there. It always looks cool, and they have great prices for school owners. So I have a post on that. Make sure you guys check it out. And there's a phone number and an email if you want more information on that. Now, last one, then we're going to bring these guys in. Thanks for joining us, guys. Where are you guys watching from? I'm over here. Yeah, let's see. All right, what's up? Everybody good? Yeah, Taco Bell. Woo! Hey, there's going to be some Taco Bell, too, to the judges and volunteers, right? Scorekeepers. And also, if you're in the seminar at Pan Am's, you're going to get some Taco Bell too, so that's pretty good. All right, just make sure you weigh in before you eat them tacos, right? Hey, so I think that's it. All right, we're gonna bring in Java first. All right, he's been around the longest. And, oh yeah, wait, Doris Brothers. I forgot. Check out all those smiles, all those cool awards. Doris could make it off any theme you want. And look at all this, variety that you have: cups, uniforms, rings. I mean, cups, trophies, rings, medals, plaques, anything you need. Don Doris. All right. Okay. So let's bring on Java Power, baby. Great show. We're gonna have another show after this too. All right.
Power.
Hey,
What's going?
what's up, man? Everything
I'm
good?
good, my brother. I'm good. How are you?
Hey, you're tired. You're laughing at that Taco Bell joke, huh? We ain't good.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you weigh in before you eat those tacos, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
man. You've been around a long time, right? I remember
Yeah.
seeing you like I think was it the early 2000s, maybe even earlier, right? And
Yes, sir.
you're still out there, really active, and and you look the same too, right? You look pretty
Yeah,
much
that's
the
that's
same.
funny because when you started seeing me around in the early 2000s, that was actually my second come around.
That was
It was,
actually your second. You were around in the '90s, and then
yeah, early 90s. Yeah, man. And then went off to college, and then uh, came back a few years after graduate school. So
yeah, man. So
yeah,
you actually had a like you started your career like in the '90s, kind of right, like the Black Belt Adults, and
adult black, but yeah, mhm,
yeah, and then took a little break, right?
that's right.
And then came back and then kind of took a little maybe a few years off again, right? And then
Right.
you came back. Do you think that that's a good key to maybe that could be a good secret to longevity? I remember hearing something similar to that. Like I remember hearing like Jerry Fontanez, which is a great from New York. He would
Hmm.
say, "Man, you want to be around a long time. Don't go full blast for all these years, and then you just, it's just hard to maintain that. Like take a few breaks. Do you think that that's
Yeah.
a
So
good secret there, a good tip?
yeah, so the interesting thing about that is even though I took a break from the competition in
Never,
major events like NASCAR and things, I'm always training.
yeah,
So whether I was competing or not, so I agree that you should like if you want to stay on top, you got to stay active, right?
yeah, for
But yeah, every now and then you got to take a step back and get yourself together, just like anybody.
yeah, it's refreshing, right?
That's
Exactly.
right.
Come back even stronger. I think that's good. But like you said, you never stop doing it. We never stop doing it, right? Like a lot of people think that when people, stop fighting or they take a little break, that they're done. They're not
Yeah,
training at all. And
yeah,
like,
exactly.
like,
So
you know,
sometimes that's when you're at your sharpest.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's true.
So
It's
yeah.
true. Hey, so man, you've seen a lot of changes.
Yes,
Throughout
sir.
your career. Now, but before we get into that, we got to give a shout out to the tournament you won.
Yes, sir.
Right, the KMC was the
Yeah.
experience. It was
Yes.
first year doing it, and it was
Mhm.
very big. I heard it had over 400 competitors. Like,
Mhm.
man, a bunch of division people had. Some people had like Lily had 26 rounds. Of course, double 2 rounds some, but it was a great tournament, right?
It was an awesome tournament. The whole KMC family, Robbie, Jeremy, the school, the different partners involved. Obviously, Vince with the coordination, like, and their families. It was an awesome event all the way around. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, and you won. You won the well. What did you win? You won your
I won.
division.
I won 35 plus. I won a senior men's divisional
Right.
win. Yeah, yeah. So
Now, hey, and your daughter, right? Your daughter, what's her name?
Tahira. Yeah, my
Takira.
daughter's name. Yeah, Tahira Abdul Qadir. Yeah, yeah,
Tahira. Yeah,
yeah.
Tahira. Now, that's awesome, right? It must be great going to tournaments with her and competing, right?
Yes,
How long
sir. Yeah,
have you
I couldn't imagine a better scenario, man. You know what I
man?
mean? Like it's a blessing. It's a blessing that she likes doing it. It's a blessing that she's seems to be good at it. You know what I mean? And yeah, I love this.
Hey, you're so right about that because recently, my daughter's been competing lately, and she that spark after 3 years of not competing, and I'm like, we got something together.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool. That makes the bond even stronger, right? Like,
Right, right, right. I saw some of your photos there. It's awesome to see, man.
yeah,
It's always great to see when a family that kicks together sticks together, right?
yeah. Hey, and it kind of helps you too, right? Like I'm
Mhm.
fighting her now, and like she's been training for months, and like now she's starting to, and I'm like, oh, I gotta start my game. I'm
I don't want to admit that one, Alex. I don't want to. No, yeah, she's
and
fast
she's
as
kind of
heck.
like talking to me like, and I hear her talking to her mom saying, "I beat Bobby today." I'm like, "What?" But the grandmaster
you gotta
was
step up
more,
your game, right?
it elevates you too, right?
That's right. That's right. That's right. No,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's
You always have those students that help push you a little, right? But
that's
when it's
right.
your that's my daughter and my son, it's something different, man. You know?
Yeah, man, that's awesome. Hey, so take us back in history. When did you actually start um martial arts? When
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, yeah.
been a
And so I started training in the 80s, man. Early 80s, and I earned my black belt. I trained with two different instructors. My original instructor is a man named you guys might know him because he's one of the grandfathers of Joey Castro there. Marino Morales was one
yeah,
of the first people who trained me, and then Leander Bolo Hardaway is the man I call Sensei, man. Right now, I got my black belt under him in 1990, and he is the person who started Fab Five Karate Team. I don't know if you remember Fab
yeah,
Five National Karate Team.
yeah,
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 yeah. So we had a bunch of wins back in the early '90s with we fought against people like Metro All Stars, people against
yeah, yeah,
people like Sudden Impact, and just it was a great time for team fighting back then, which is where I got that's where I cut my teeth, I guess, and and then I got about 93, 92, 93. I started competing really away from New York City because I'm originally from the Bronx. I started going out to some of the NASCAR tournaments with Jesse Ray, crew, I guess folks from the what was now called the Next Level, but at the time it was called the Katsugan Warriors. All right,
yeah.
so I
Oh,
did some
we're gonna get
traveling with.
that's in here. Yeah, yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did some traveling with my peoples, and I greatly appreciate the opportunity to kind of get some traveling in with some people who it was actually during the time when they were starting to go out like that also.
yeah.
So yeah, cut my teeth with in a big way, going out on the NASCAR circuit, on the national circuit with NASCAR. So, and then, like I said, started competing in the adult division around that time, and then I went off to college. When I went up to Syracuse University.
Hmm.
And so when people think I stopped, I was actually competing up in Canada and some of the tournaments. I saw folks like Trevor Nash, Carlos Tierney, and people upstate New York and
And
in
back then,
Canada.
social media wasn't so big, so if they
Exactly.
so you couldn't see, right? If people were like, "Oh no," but you work out there. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I was in another world, man.
yeah.
I was 4.5 hours away. It seemed like another world. So now with
Hey, so
mhm,
talking about that,
mhm.
maybe that's one of the cool things that's changed now over the years, social media,
Yes,
and
sir.
right. But what are some of the cool changes that you've seen, or pros and cons maybe of like because you've seen it all pretty
Yeah,
much,
man.
right?
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
80s, 90s, 2000s, later
yeah,
2000s, now, like been
yeah.
around a long time.
Right, right. I think to an extent, the level of competition definitely changes.
Yeah,
Like it goes up and down, and I've seen a lot of up and down different leagues that are, popping up and or, like becoming more competitive or less competitive. But what's been important to me is kind of recognizing and I guess being ahead of the curve. You know what I mean? Like you have to be
yeah.
able to anticipate the trend and then like excel at it, and that's that for me. That's what longevity is about.
Yeah, man. That's the way you kind of have to keep changing your game here and
You
there,
have
right?
to.
Same way if you can't fight the same way you fought before with time, because it all evolves and adapts. But you still have that old school in there, of course. And you don't say bye to the other stuff. So that's like
Yeah.
that's really cool. Now, man, you were talking about traveling and stuff, and then last year I think you got picked up by Top 10 USA, and
Yes,
man,
sir.
that happened, I
Mhm.
told Jared, I was like, man, because you see him picking up the young guys. That was like one great move right there, like for the future, picking up juniors,
Mhm.
before they're into adults. Because a lot of teams wait till people are adults to
Right.
start. So he's put the try, and then he got you in there,
Mhm.
and that's like the veteran. That for me that was like that gelled it together even more. Like as
Yeah.
like great building process right there for the team. And man, it's a great move for him and for you. I mean, how's it been so far being on the team?
Yeah, I gotta start by just saying that you're right, man. That was a smart move for Jared. No, there's nah, nah. Look, man. It's a blessing, brother. Like the it's real strategic in the sense that you have to be able to have people who are out there now and or people who have done it to be able to guide that next group of people through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
And
sure.
yeah, of course they're professional. Like they care about their team. I really truly appreciate the environment that we were brought into, and then at the same time that we help co-create. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It,
sure, for
it's,
sure.
it's Yeah, yeah.
No, yeah, with the addition of you, of course, it's great. It's a great member that can win overall, grants like you do, and
Mhm.
then at the same time, you could be an extra mentor in there to these young guys and just give them some tips that can't
Mhm.
come, you can't get anywhere, other than from experience that you have. So that's like
Yeah, man.
awesome, man. So
Thanks,
how's
man.
it been working with guys like Letona? That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, man. It's a before you could see people who were just talented or just work hard. I mean, Latonas,
And
Blake, like
yeah,
all of these guys. They're talented and they work hard. You know what I mean? They're talented and they work
and
and
they
they listen.
study too. They're fan
Exactly,
sport.
and they
They like
listen.
the stars. They follow the stars.
That's right.
Sometimes people just are like on themselves. They don't do that, but you can see these guys are actual fans, and that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were out in Guatemala, right? And Tyreek and I did a little seminar at the Latona school, right? And you see Enrique participating in, like, he could just be one of those guys sitting on the side while we're doing the seminar, right? He's participating actively in the seminar, learning and then helping other people learn. Like that and same with Blake and the other, like Mason Boomba. Like these guys,
yeah,
it's just a blessing that they're ready to and open to learn and to listen and to continue to add on to their own skill sets,
yeah.
yeah,
Professional, like you
because they
talk.
don't need to. Right now they're killing
Yeah,
it.
they are. They are for sure.
Yeah.
They are. Man, that's great. Hey, so what's the next tournament you got coming up
Yeah.
for?
So actually this weekend I'm heading out to John Gunn's tournament up in upstate New York. I would love to go to your event, man. But I'm at a little bit of a conflict with a wedding out here as well. So
Yeah, yeah. Gun
um
too. That he has a good tournament out there. So that's
yeah,
you also have
John Gunn locally.
that area, right? Like Sergio, you have a school, right, up
Yes,
there.
sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So how
Yes.
long has the school been open for?
So we're at our 10th year right now.
Nice.
October 7th gave us 10 years. And so
Nice. So happy anniversary right there,
thank
right?
you. Yes,
So
sir.
yesterday, right? It was yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I have a student that keeps reminding me that October 7th at 6:35 p.m. I walked into your
Ah,
school. So yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
that's
Mhm.
awesome, bro. That's great. Hey, thanks for joining us tonight.
Mhm.
I want to bring Nico in. He also won the tournament, a young
Yes,
guy.
sir.
Unless you want to stay on it with him, maybe you have some questions too for him if you want.
Yeah, I don't mind sticking on, man. I'm gonna listen anyway, so I don't
Yeah,
mind sticking on.
cool. Let's bring him on. Let's bring him
Yes,
on.
sir.
Yeah. Hey, Nico. How you
Hey,
doing?
how are
Everything
you?
good?
Yeah, everything's good.
What's
Uh,
up, Nico?
Hey, how
uh,
you doing?
hey, so did you get a chance to see him fight Saturday? Java, you saw
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yes, sir. Nico's fast, man.
Thank
I
you.
like it, his length, his strategy. Of course, I'm watching the game.
Yeah.
That's great. So you won the overall grants, right? I think you won. I think I saw you won lightweight and then
Middleweight.
middleweight. So
Yeah.
you compete in both. You could have competed in both. That's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah. Multiple
That's
divisions.
awesome. Yeah, that's cool where you could compete in multiple divisions, right? Like I hate it when some tournaments don't let you do that. Um, and that's great. So you won the overall grants there. How have you won a grants before?
I have not.
That was your first one.
My first one, yeah.
Cool.
Congrats, man.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
congratulations. Good. It was a
Yeah.
pretty good win because it was a pretty stacked tournament there.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, that's awesome. Now, how old are you?
I'm 18.
18. Awesome. Now,
Yeah.
you come from a great school, the Duvers, right? The Duver
Reverse
system.
martial arts. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been around forever, right?
Long
They've been
time. Yeah. They just had their anniversary recently.
yeah, how many years? Do you know?
35.
Awesome.
35.
Yeah.
It's anniversary type of day today, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Hey, so um man, it's a great school, and it's your first overall. You're 18 only, and that's a great goal to get out of the way there.
Yeah.
What other goals do you have for the future now? Do you like, what do you see, what are some tournaments that you want to win?
Well, I have Worlds coming up,
Yeah,
WKC World Championships. That's gonna be my next tournament.
and
But
that's right here too. That's close by, right?
yeah, that'll be my next tournament. This will be my last year in juniors, but
Yeah,
next year in Spain, I'd hope to be able to win a men division,
that's great,
break
man.
the world championships.
Now I know that so you gone to the worlds before, like a WKC um worlds before as a junior. You've been done that a few years.
Yes, yeah, been
Awesome.
4 of them.
That's right. Hey, and so you represent the Canadian, right?
Yeah, in
Now,
Canada,
hey, Canada, Dava, I know like Canada and USA is always a great fight right there, right?
always. Yeah, it's always
All
the
the time
finals.
from the beginning.
Yeah, always.
That's and
Right.
they have a great lineup. Canada has a great lineup.
Yeah,
They
we got a lot of young
good
fighters
lineup
coming
right
through.
there. So is that one of your goals, maybe too, to break into that, be in that starting lineup with those
Yeah,
guys?
100%. Yeah, I'd love
Yeah.
to fight with Sensei Robbie, Sensei Cody, all the other Canadian greats.
Nice.
Hey, now, Robbie comes from the Duver school, right?
Reverse
Because
martial arts as well.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys seen that. I posted on Point Fighter before, and it's like a commercial or a video. No, it's an interview, and it's little Robbie, like
The
7 years
old one,
old.
yeah.
Uh, You guys see that one? That was crazy.
Yeah.
So it's
Just
little
called
Robbie.
Little
Yeah.
Yeah,
Robbie.
yeah.
Kenny
Little,
comes to
little,
the
little
school.
Robbie, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. Robbie's he's got one of the
Yeah,
top lightweights out there. Now,
Yeah.
sir.
and it's a great school. So like man, it's great how many champions it's pumped out um,
Yeah.
up there, and it's not an easy thing to do. Anybody that's out there listening, and that's not an easy thing to do. Um, so now, Java has done a lot of leagues, right? You've done it all pretty much, right? You've gone to Waco,
Yep.
FBL, NASCAR, a bunch of other stuff overseas.
WKC. Well, yep.
WKC, all that stuff. Nico, do you maybe want to also break into like the national scene, like out here? Like let's say go to some, maybe not NASCAR, but like some big tournaments that are out here. Like a Diamond Nationals or a battle. Do you want to do something like that too?
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. I've been to a few NASCAR tournaments
Yeah.
over the past years, but one that I really want to go to is the U.S. Open. Obviously, that's a
Oh,
really big one. Yeah. So I'd like to go to just the big ones. Diamonds, I know that's a big one as well. A lot of the
yeah,
American ones.
good one. Those are good ones. Yeah. Now, Java, this is a good one. Maybe just for people listening out there.
Mhm.
Like, what are some of the things that you like about the worlds, and then maybe some of the nationals? Like, do you feel like which one do you feel gets more exposure for
Yeah,
you as a fighter? I think both do in their own way, right?
yeah.
But what's the difference wise as far as exposure?
Got you. I mean, honestly, I think it depends on what your goals are. Like for me, competing in the world events really gives you a different feeling when you're out there competing with people who you would usually compete against, right? And you're all the camaraderie that's built, the the feel like the chance of USA, US. You know what I mean? Like it's
Canada, USA.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like I love international competition
yeah.
because you really get to see where you stand in the world. You know what I mean? Like
True.
you
You're
go
right.
going overseas, competing against people, seeing their work ethic. You see it in, like adjusting to their style of fighting. Like and yeah, like my daughter will tell you it too. Like she's got friends now in Italy. She's got friends in Turkey. She's got friends literally all over the
Amazing.
world. You
Yeah,
know? Yeah, yeah.
that
So
is
it's an
amazing.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, that is amazing, and I think that's really good as far as like getting respect from the whole world. I think that if you do both, if you could win here like nationally, and then you go out into one of these world, and win out there, I think that's the ultimate respect right there, right?
Sure,
If you're trying to really conquer the sport and
it sure is.
be one of the greats, I think that's good advice there for everybody. Now, Nico, how long have you been doing martial arts for?
About 9 years.
Nine
Not
years.
too
Okay,
long.
so you started when you were what, nine? No, right. That's
Not
good.
9 years old. Yeah.
About 9 years old. Now, what
Yeah.
got you into the martial arts? What was the reason why you wanted to do karate?
Well, I started when I was really young. I started Taekwondo when I was like 4, but that didn't last too long. So, but my dad did karate when he was around my
Oh,
age. So he competed in NASCA. He trained
oh,
with
he did.
Steve
Nice.
Nasty Anderson. So,
Wow,
yeah, so he kind of brought me into it, and I started training with Duvris.
that's cool. So family, more
Yeah,
family,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Hey,
He lives
Java.
through me with the karate. He loves
So
it
you
too.
were kind of that. What got you into karate, Java? Like, what was the like? Did you ask for it or
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Remember?
Nah, so a similar thing. Like my uncle had always done martial arts, you know.
Ah,
And his name is Billy Bryant. He's down from the Maryland area. He used to compete on the national circuit. He was on the Metro All Stars actually a long time ago in the early '80s. I don't know if you remember a guy named Billy Bryant did kung fu.
yeah.
Anyways, so he like watching him and following my uncle and things like that. When I'm like 6 years old, I always like you know played karate. Act like I did karate, and then
Ah,
right across the street there was a dojo. I just was like, all right, I'm going and then it's all history from there.
that's awesome. Hey,
Yeah,
one final question for Nico. I got another show to do after this one. So we're after this show, we're gonna just start the next show, which was a post show of the another tournament that we had this past weekend in Florida, showdown in the Sunshine State. It's gonna be a great show too. Now, Nico, you have do you teach as well? Is that something
I
there you do? Yeah.
Yeah, teach at Duvris.
Awesome, awesome. Now, do you want it like Java? He owns a school. I own a school. Is that something that maybe you want to do in the future?
A hundred
Yeah,
percent. Yeah,
that's great.
for
Hey, now,
sure.
is there a few? How many schools do they have? Do they have one house? I think it's a franchise, but I think
Yeah,
they got Guatemala now, like with the Moralitos. Like he has a
yeah,
school. Like it's a lot of schools, right?
yeah. I got a chance to go visit over the summer. Went to go stay with Sensei Morlitos, and
Oh, you
I was
did?
training
Yeah.
there. Yeah, for 2 tournaments actually down in Guatemala.
Nice. Hey, hold on, wait. I forgot to ask you the tournament, right? How do you enjoy it? And how many rounds did you end up doing? You had a lot of fights, right?
Yeah, I think I had 10 or 11 fights, two
Wow.
2 minute rounds. So yeah, a lot of
Woo!
fighting.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm still sore.
it was great for like a first time tournament. Man, that was like it looks like it's been around for years, and like of
Yeah,
course Rob
packed.
has been around a long time, and he has he knows that he's helped run events, and I think he had events before, so it was a greatly ran tournament, and it was awesome. It was a great event. And if you guys, missed it, make plans for next year. It's one of the fastest growing events, just like that, right? So, hey guys, let me see. Oh wait, we got one more question. I could go on with you guys for a while. Ask Java how many reverse punches he threw.
yeah. who asked that question?
Your boy Michael Simmons.
All right, tell him that's what I do.
That's what you do, right?
That's it. No man.
Hey, what's your favorite technique, Nico?
I'd have to go with the bread and butter, just the reverse punch or the side kick. I like to keep it simple. That's kind of what Master John's system is built off of. So that's
Hey,
just kind
that's
of what it is.
it.
Our training. It's
Way to
just
do it.
drills, drills, drills. Yeah.
That's it. That's awesome, man. Hey guys, have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Great show. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We're gonna keep it going now with another
Thank you.
show in a few minutes. All right, power
Thank you.
baby.
Thank you.
Power, brother.